Hi, my name is Dylan Lallman, and I am the Volunteer and Stewardship Coordinator here at Fenner Nature Center. Today we're going to walk through some of the invasive plants that we have here in Fenner, what they do to our natives, and kind of our management styles that we use for them. So if we're going to talk about invasive management, let's talk about what invasives are. Invasives are going to be any organism that could be a plant or an animal that's been brought into an area either intentionally or unintentionally. You come over right here, we have Amur honeysuckle. It's really good at surviving in cold climates, harsh climates, and here in Michigan, it's one of the first ones to leaf out. And at the end of the summer, it's one of the last ones to keep their leaves on. It's not the plant's fault. They've been brought over here for horticulture reasons. They're really good survivors. They grow really fast. If you actually take one of the branches, they actually have a hollow core to their branches. That means it takes a lot less energy for them to grow, and they will grow up much more quickly than, let's say, a bush that doesn't have those hollow branches right there. In the late summer and fall, they're gonna make really sugar-rich seeds that birds, it's like eating candy. You're gonna wanna eat one after another, after another, after another, and that's gonna help to spread those seeds all over the place. Not only are they really good at growing fast, really good at spreading their seeds, they're also what is called allelopathic. That means they inject chemicals into the ground right there to prevent a lot of other plants from growing in their space. So they're going to introduce those chemicals into the soil that actually will inhibit the growth of other plants. Really good survival trick that honeysuckle has. If you walk over here, we're going to meet some of the invasive plants that call Fenner home right now. I think I see one right over here by this trail sign. This is another herbaceous invasive that we have here. And when I talk about herbaceous, I'm talking anything that has a malleable stem, kind of like think of your grasses and your smaller plants like that. They don't have like a woody trunk like a shrub or a bush or a tree would have. Motherwort was brought over from Eurasia and it was traditionally used in medicine. It was actually a medicinal thing. You'll see that we've done some invasive species management in this area. It's still an ongoing process, but you'll see that a lot of those shrubs that are at that mid-level are gone. They've actually been vacated from this area through volunteers removing them. Earth Day Extravaganza, we had members of our community come out, individuals, organizations, school groups, and we did a combination of litter pickup, and we had a lot of volunteers work on our invasive plants here. So they came out and they worked primarily in this area that we're walking through right now, whether that was pulling out those herbaceous ones such as the motherwort, the dame's rocket, and the garlic mustard, and then doing some cuttings, some stump cuttings on our honeysuckle and our buckthorn and our bittersweet right here. Another invasive we have over here, one of our woody species. This is actually oriental bittersweet. You can see all up this tree, you have this huge tangle of vines. These really thick vines are actually pretty dangerous to the tree because what they're gonna do is they're gonna do something called girdling. They're actually gonna wrap so tightly around that trunk, they could actually break the bark layer on the outside and cause that tree to get weaker, get infected, and really permanently change the health of that tree. So we try to manage those large branches, especially before it really affects that tree. They'll start to leaf out. They'll steal a lot of the sunlight that the tree depends on, so it's really important that we try to tackle these branches as much as possible. We're always looking to our community to help with our invasive management. As a nonprofit staff, we have limited hours in our days, and having volunteers come out, whether it's teams, school groups, organizations, throw in some of the time to help us actually manage these plants right here. You'd walk out. It's a very rewarding activity here at Fenner. It makes a huge difference. And then another way that you can get involved, we do have our Stewardship Day series. So our Stewardship Day series is every Saturday morning throughout the spring and summer. You'll come out with a volunteer group and we'll actually do some invasive management during those hours between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. This year's Earth Day Extravaganza would not have been possible without the contributions of our sponsors. Thank you very much from everyone at Fenner.